Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Croatian premiere of the all-new Hyundai BAYON. We are now in beautiful Istria and I'm gonna show you all the details of this new SUV. So this is the latest addition to the SUV family from Hyundai. It's also the smallest one, so sits below Kona. I will unlock it right now. We are greeted with the LED indicators. So let's start with the name. Bayonne is actually the city in southwest France, apparently a very beautiful one. And they call it that way since this car is aimed at the European buyers that really love SUVs. You have the unique design, so just look at this face. Let's start with the headlamps. As you can see, here are the LED indicators. This would also be daytime running LEDs when you don't have the indicators on. The main headlight unit is here. As you can see, we do have the LED lights on this model. And the massive front grille makes it more robust and more aggressive. So just look at it from here. You will also notice the real air inlets on the sides, and to make it more of an SUV you have this section here, but have in mind that this car has a ground clearance of 18.3 centimeters when you pair it with 17-inch wheels, and that means among the best in class actually. Let me show you the side profile. Very strong lines. 4 meters and 18 centimeters is the length. Let's start with the wheels. So they go from 15 up to 17 inch. These are the top of the line 17 inch in dual tone. When you go for the 17 inch you get Continental tires, and 16 and 15 would be Michelin, I believe. This is in plastic, just like on other SUV models. Now design lines, I mean, just look at this line, down and then up again. And this line here goes into two sections, so very beautiful. And this part of the car reminds me of the Volvo XC40, which is a great thing. I actually have the XC40, so I think this looks very good indeed. We do have the tinted windows on this car, and the roof rails are in satin finish. The unique design continues at the back as well, and as you can see, I changed the direction of the car so that we have a better view at it. I mean, just look at this. So when you unlock it, you are greeted with this LED lights. They have this arrow shape, or should I say boomerang shape. Also the indicators are here. They do have the same pattern as well. The lights are connected with this thin line, so this is not illuminated, but it does look cool. This comes in gloss black in all versions. We also have the rear view camera here. The spoiler, let me show you from this angle. It's a nice one. Now the car locks itself. And tell me in the comments, what are your thoughts? I think this gloss black does look nice, especially in combination with the color like this. So the exact color of this car is AQUA turquoise. It does suit the car very well, but there are actually 9 colors available. And also you can have the black roof, so a lot of personalization is available. And now let me show you the trunk. In order to open it, you just need to press this. It unlocks right now. And look at this. This is very impressive. 411 liters. This is among the best in class. You also have the dual floors, huge amount of room. This is a big plus for this car. On our right, we do have the light as well as the hooks for your shopping bag. And on the left as well, but there is no light. You can also fold the seats. You have the flat bottom then, and yeah, a lot of room indeed. So definitely among the best in class, and huge thumb up for that. Tell me in your comments, what are your thoughts on the exterior design? And now it's time to check out the interior. And we do have the keyless entry, so have keys somewhere around you. Just press this, car unlocks. And here we are greeted with a well-known modern interior. So we saw the similar pattern in other new Hyundai models. Let's start here. This is in leather, pretty nice. You have this aluminum part here. You can actually put some things in here. These are the classic buttons for the windows and the mirrors. And I do love the fact that this is divided into 2 sections. So you have one for example, a bottle, and second one for some smaller things. This is also illuminated, so you will see that in a different video where I'll show you the ambient lights. And now let's jump on board. Okay, and I will actually start the car. You do it by pressing the start engine button. So it comes to life. we are greeted with the 10.25-inch digital cockpit. Very nice digital layout, 4-spoke steering wheel that we saw on, for example, Hyundai Tucson and also the new i20. This is the main touchscreen. In this case, we have a 10.25-inch one. You can also get the 8-inch one, so that's a smaller one, but this is top of the line version. The elements here are interesting because you have this imitation of the air vent, let's call it like that, so it looks like it is connected, makes the car and dashboard appear wider. And I do love the design of the dashboard itself. Actually, the air vents are underneath the screen. You also have some shortcuts. I will cover those and the infotainment system in a moment, but let's check this out. This is the button to change the air blower. Huge thumb up for keeping the AC controls on the switches. Very easy to use. Temperature and then the air blower, so huge thumb up. You can have the automatic AC, turn it off, max blow, and different settings of the AC are here, so that's always convenient to have. USB port, actually, yeah, 2 USB ports and 12-volt power outlet. This is the wireless charger for your phone. You can put some additional things on the sides as well. And this is the button for the heated seats, so this car does have the heated seats. Driving modes, there are actually 3 driving modes, and when you change them, you also change the view on this dashboard. So Eco, Comfort, and Sport. Of course, the throttle response and everything is different. I will cover those when we go on a point of view drive. Stay tuned for that. This is the 7-speed dual clutch transmission, and you can also get the 6-speed manual. The sensors, and also this is the rear view camera and the sensors, so it's really easy to maneuver with it, and yeah, definitely you will not have any problems whatsoever. Interesting thing is that we still have the classic handbrake and cup holders. They are not adjustable, unfortunately, but I guess you could fit some bottles in here. This can be extended like this, or inside you get some decent storage room, I would say. And speaking about storage room, let me show you the glove box. Also pretty decent. I do have the specs of this car here, and this is the petrol version with a 1-liter T-GDi turbocharged petrol engine, 100 horsepower, and yeah, so those are the specs and those are the options for this car, and it's fully packed, as you can see. Name of the color, AQUA turquoise. Really huge thumb up for this color, makes it stand out. And this is the price of the car. I will also put the euro amount on your screen. But now, since we covered, you know, all the elements here, actually this is what I need to show you as well. This is where you would turn off the start-stop system and the traction control and set the tire pressure, the sensors, of course. Time to do a quick tour of the infotainment system. This is very similar to other new Hyundai models, Tucson and the i20. And here we have the home screen. If you swipe it to the right, you have a bunch of settings available. So let's go through some of them. The map, this is the view you have. You can also change the view by pressing this. And we are now in beautiful Istria. As you can see, we have beautiful views around us, so stay tuned for the point of view drive that is coming. You can adjust various things, speaking about the navigation in here, but let's go back to the setup and the home menu actually. So let's go to navigation. You can adjust the point of interest category and search it if you want. You can also adjust various settings for the map, change the display, so whether you want the auto zoom and the 3D buildings or not, whether you want, color schemes, milk, cafe latte, and mocha. Cool features, but I'm not gonna go through them right now. But you get the point. A lot to choose from and a lot to personalize on the navigation and map screen. Phone, of course, it is possible to pair your phone with either Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You can also film the voice memos if you like it. Climate, well, this is just to have some basic stuff here and info, because as I said, all the functions are already on this panel, so you would not need this actually. Radio, of course, list of stations is here, and yeah, you can save some of them, but as you can see, it's all here, pretty responsive as well. Let's go back. Media, of course, if you have something from your USB port. Sounds of nature, this is a new cool feature from Hyundai on all models. Since we are now, let's say, in forest, you can have the sounds of the forest, ocean waves, rainy day, open air cafe, and warm fireplace, as well as the snowy village. How cool is that? Let me just turn that off. You can have the wallet mode if you have the Blue Link. Speaking about the Blue Link, it's the mobile app for your phone. Then you can check various information about your car. You can also lock it and unlock it, see the information about the service or the location of the car. It's very useful indeed. You can even pair your Google Calendar with the infotainment system and then have, you know, reminders. Very useful and practical if you ask me. Hyundai Live, this is for traffic and stuff like that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's go to the settings, and now with the vehicle settings we also have a bunch of information available. Now, not sure why do we have the i30, I would say, here. So yeah, I would love to see BAYON here, but okay. So driver assistance, this car is, let's say, class leading, or if not the class leading, among top of the class, that's for sure. When we talk about the safety, we have a lot of systems that help the driver forward safety, and then you activate it here. So now we have the activated, you can have only the warning or turn it off, but of course I would not suggest that. Driver attention warning, lane safety, and parking safety. So a bunch of information. You can also pay extra to get the blind spot monitor and the warning, so that could also be very useful. Let's go back to vehicle settings. Cluster, this is where you have a hidden theme, let's call it like that. This is currently linked to the driving mode, but if you do this, you will see that next to classic A, B, and C, you also have this mode, cube. Look at this, so 2 cubes, and here you have the revs. Quite cool, but I will now put back this preset version with links to the driving mode. You can reset fuel economy. Speaking about the fuel economy, of course, this is not the real consumption, so now I've reset it, but then I had this climb, so obviously this is not realistic, but yeah, you can adjust that and you will have real consumption, which should be around 6-7 liters. So we see here it says 5.3, but I would say that 6.5 would be more of a realistic one, which is actually pretty good. And let's go back, vehicle settings, cluster, climate, and the lights. So this car does have the ambient lights. You can adjust the brightness here. It's currently on maximum. They are here, and also on your door pocket. Also, we do have the footwell lighting, which is quite cool. But I filmed this car, the other version, in the garage, so I will show you that in a different video. Stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, cool to have those lights in order to have a better feeling during the night. I quite like those ambient lights. Door, auto lock, and stuff like that. Speaking about sound, you can get the Bose surround system if you want even better sound, and if you are, you know, a big fan of crystal sound and, you know, very loud music, then I would suggest that you upgrade to that one. Phone connection, of course, as I already told you, you can also pair it with the Bluetooth. Voice recognition, display, let's see this, you can adjust the brightness of this screen as well. And speaking about this button, the mode button on the steering wheel can be adjusted to have something from here if you find that useful. I think now we've covered the whole infotainment system. Tell me in your comments what are your thoughts. And before we check out the rear bench, let me also show you this sun visor, but you need to press this. I'm not a fan of that. You see, I need to press this in order to have it, but okay, it is what it is. Nothing can be perfect, but this car is really practical, and the best thing is that I am comfortable here, and you will now see that I will also be comfortable at the back, even though I'm 1.87 m. And now let us see the situation at the rear bench. So even though dimensions aren't big, this car is very practical and has a lot of room inside. We have 2.58 m, the wheelbase. And now let me show you the rear bench. So this is it. And without further ado, let's step inside and let me show you why this is pretty good. This is my driving position on the front, and I still have some room here for my knees, and I am 1.87 m. This is the view on the front, and let me show you how much space I have for my head. Okay, once again, very good. Look at this. They have this special shape of the roofline, which means you get pretty decent amount, generous amount of room. So huge thumb up for this, because I can be comfortable here at the back. Additional features that I need to show you are here. So the USB port, as well as some small storage room. You can also put some things in this pocket, but there is no pocket in here. And yeah, what else can I show you? The light as well. And that's pretty much it, but the most important part is that you can be comfortable here. Time to show you the engine. So you need to pull this. And since we don't have hydraulic struts, I'll be back with you in a moment. And this is it, 1 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. This one in here has got the 100 horsepower. You also have the option of a mild hybrid with 100 horsepower. There's also an option of 120 horsepower, same engine but different power output. You can also have it as a mild hybrid, and they do come either with a 7-speed automatic that we have here, or the 6-speed manual. There's also going to be an entry-level version with the 1.2 liter MPI engine. That one has 84 horsepower. So tell me in the comments what would be your choice. I think the 100 horsepower version would probably be the wisest choice. Okay guys, and that was it, a first look and review of the new Hyundai BAYON. I hope you liked this video. I hope you like this car. It is a very unique one, very nice looking car, as well as practical one. So tell me in the comments what are your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel in order to see a point of view drive, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.